Here I am with the cylinder head off that the BSA A65, and I've got the valve spring off the exhaust valve, which was fitted upside down, ready to flip it over and reinstall it the right way up. And I just thought, well, as the valve is free and I can do so, that I would just check it for its fit in the guide. And well, I suppose really it's not much of a surprise, is it, after everything else that we found? It's flopping around all over the place there. That sound is the valve rattling in the guide. Might be difficult to see, but I'm sure it's possible to see that it's moving rather a lot, waggling around in the guide. So the cylinder head won't be going on today. I'll try and complete some more of the other bits and pieces that I've got in the boxes to perhaps finish off the bottom end a bit more, but I think I'd better be getting the valves out of this cylinder head and speaking to the owner. All the time that I've had it here, I thought that there was probably not much wrong with it, going by the way that it ran quite well. It had good compression and didn't seem to smoke or anything, but there's not much point in putting it back together with that amount of play between a valve and a guide. Terrible. Oh well, what a job this one's been. It's fought me at every step of the way, and every time you think there's light at the end of the tunnel, something comes along and snuffs it out. And I pity the owner as well, but I think I'd better speak to him now and bring him up to date. Sticking with that BSA A65 cylinder head for a moment, I've now got all the valves released, and here's an inlet valve I'm checking now. And again, there's just a huge amount of play there. 3 valves have got lots of play, and they're running in phosphor bronze valve guides. 4th one would have probably been acceptable, and maybe I would have accepted the head as it was if all 4 valves had been like it. The one exhaust valve in the cast iron valve guide doesn't have so much play, but the other 3 are in quite a bad way. I'm sorry if the camera's not picking this up too well. There. And I'm amazed actually that it wasn't sucking all sorts of oil down the inlet valve guides, considering there's that much play. But anyway, all the valves are out now, so ideally we should replace all the guides, and I've felt some wear on the stems of the valves as well, so ideally it should be a full set of new valves and new guides, I think, to sort this cylinder head out, which probably going to be another little blow for the owner. And I just wish really that I'd looked at this cylinder head earlier on, because I just assumed from the way that I'd seen the engine run, and I did actually ride the bike as well, and it was very noisy mechanically, but we all know why. I'm very surprised to find the cylinder head in such a bad way, but then again, looking at it the other way, I suppose after everything else that I found, perhaps I just should have expected it really, but here we are, we're into it now. Time to deal with the cylinder head.